everybody. So today I decided to film my video on all the stuff that I got from the Reptile Expo. I got quite a bit of things, but not a whole lot. Nothing like huge haul worthy, just like a mini haul. So while I was there, everything they had was like extremely reduced, like in price, from what you would find at any pet store. And that was really cool because I ended up buying things that I didn't know I was going to buy. Yeah, I'll get into that. Okay, so the first couple of things that I got were for my reptiles. Because I did get Arya, my boa constrictor, from the Reptile Expo, I had to get some things for her that they had there, mainly for just handling purposes. It was nothing super necessary. And I would show you, I would have Arya out for this video, but I fed her a mouse yesterday, so I just don't think she would have been wanted to be held today. I usually wait 2 days before I start holding her again, so maybe sometime tomorrow night I'll get her out again. So yeah, the first thing that I got, or the first thing on the list, I guess, that I'm showing you guys, are these big tweezers. I'll have the links in the description where you can purchase these things. I don't exactly remember what brand this was, but I see them all the time at pet stores, and I've been wanting them because I can not only use them for the mice that I hand Arya, because you don't want to stick your hand in there, she might accidentally strike your hand. So you put the mouse, you hold it by the tail with this thing, and you'll put it in there and you'll just dangle it around in front of her until she will strike at it. But yeah, I also like to use these for crickets because I've never been much of a person who likes to grab them with my fingers. So I always kind of did whatever I could to avoid doing that kind of stuff, and these really help me out because I could just catch them and grab them with this and put them in front of Lady because she does not have the best eyesight when it comes to hunting. So this just helps her out a little bit, and it helps me out too. The next thing that I got at the Reptile Expo that wasn't quite necessary was my snake handling rod thing. What I really like about this is that one time that whenever I put my hand in Arya's cage, after I had just fed her, she struck at me because she was obviously under some stress trying to digest her food, and she didn't want to be bothered, or she was in a vulnerable position. So what I like about this is that I always use this to pick her up. I will just scoop it in there under the mulch and get a piece of her body or whatever, and she'll just dangle there, and then I'll just rest her on my hands with this, and she is usually very happy if I do that. I don't like putting my hand in there right away because I don't want it to scare her. I don't want her to think my hand is food. So that's why I use this, and I've used this since day one, and I really do believe in them because it can help prevent you from getting hurt. It can help prevent them from being scared of you, and if you just introduce this to them early on, then they will easily just recognize it every time it goes in the cage, rather than putting your hand in there, which sometimes can be confused with food. Another thing that I purchased at the expo, I got this Reptile Calcium for Lady. I put this on her cricket. This is without D3 though, so this is just calcium, because I have another mixture by Nat Geo that has the D3 in it and calcium mixture, but you don't ever want to overdose your animal with vitamin D3. So I went ahead and bought this little tiny thing of Reptile Calcium without the D3. It says it's sample size, but honestly, this gives you so much. And I only have one reptile that requires this, so this is like literally the perfect size for me. This guy, he was only $2, which is really, really cool because usually if you try and buy a big container of this alone, it will be like $15 or something like that. And this is by ZooMed, which is a very reputable brand, very credible, and I am really happy with this purchase. So other than getting Arya, obviously, as being my favorite purchase, I think this was the one that I was the most excited about. So I ended up picking up this 10-gallon aquarium tank. And this tank was actually, I would tell you who I got it from, but they didn't give me like a business card or anything. This is just something else, but yeah, this only cost me $15. which was actually super cool because if you went to any other pet store looking for a 10-gallon tank, they're usually between $30 and $50 is what I have found just around my area. So it doesn't come with a lid or anything, but that's fine. You can just order those online or pick one up at a pet store. They're usually not super bad, but I thought getting this tank for $15 was such a good deal. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, so it's just kind of sitting in my room here on my bookshelf. I will quite possibly decorate it up and put a betta fish in it or something of some sort. But yeah, I am super pumped for this. There is so much noise going on outside. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I apologize if you can. So another thing that I got there that I thought was a really crazy good deal was 100 frozen fuzzy mice. And if you don't know what that is frozen mice that could be fed to one of your animals, like my boa constrictor. And I'll feed her one once a week. And here's a little warning before I actually show you all the dead mice. There's like 100 or 97 of them in this bag now. So just a little warning, if you don't want to see that, I would skip ahead like 10 seconds or so. But these are like my frozen bag of fuzzies. They're so cute. It's so sad. This is what Arya eats. I'll go ahead and put them away. But I just keep them in the freezer downstairs in this bag, just so you know nobody has to see it. But yeah, I got those for, it was around $50, I want to say, maybe $45 for 100 frozen fuzzies, and I think that is a crazy good deal because I have this little tiny box of pinky mice, which are like literally the size of like the top of my pinky right here, and I got those for like $12 for only 6 of them at the pet store, which is kind of a huge ripoff. That's like more than $1 per pinky mice, per pinky mice. But yeah, I got those for, it was around $50, I want to say, maybe $45 for 100 frozen fuzzies, and I think that is a crazy good deal because I have this little tiny box of pinky mice, which are like literally the size of like the top of my pinky right here, and I got those for like $12 for only 6 of them at the pet store, which is kind of a huge ripoff. That's like more than $1 per pinky mice, or per pinky mouse, and so I went ahead and jumped on this opportunity. Even if I don't use all of them within like 7 or 8 months or whatever, it's not that big of a deal because she might have already been moved on to rats by then, but I still think that that is such a good deal for having such a huge supply of food available, so I don't have to go buy another one. So basically, I don't have to spend any more money on Arya anymore other than replacing her mulch whenever I clean her cages and stuff, and I still have half a bag of that left, so that's pretty good. Now that is all I got from the Reptile Expo, but I did get a few things the other day from the pet store for Arya, so I'll go ahead and show you those. This is probably my favorite purchase from the Not Expo, I think, because what I do with this is I will put it on my desk. I have this little like platform raised on my desk, and I'll just sit it there, and then I'll put Arya on top of here, and she'll just chill on the branches because she's pretty cool with that. So I can always have her out while I'm doing homework or playing some game on my computer or editing or something like that. So yeah, this was really cool. This cost me, I think the tag's not on it, I think this cost me like $15 to $20. I got it at PetSmart, and yeah, I just really like it a lot. It's really durable, it's not real, so it's not like gonna go bad or anything. It's made out of some kind of plastic or something, but yeah. And another thing from the pet store that I purchased, I'm not gonna grab it now because Arya is in her cage obviously, and I don't want to grab it and freak her out or anything while she's still recovering from eating. So I'll just go ahead and show you another clip of it. But yeah, I got her a large piece of driftwood to put in her aquarium, or in her tank. She's not a fish. And I just kind of rest this on top of one of her hides that is actually split in half, so I need to get another one. But I just rest it on top of her hide, and once in a while I will see her all curled up on the top of that branch. Even though boas aren't much of climbing snakes, she seems to really like it a lot for now before she grows out of it, I guess. But yeah, I really like this one. This one cost me, I think, $14.99. And again, I'll have a link in the description where you can get all of these things. I guess I should also throw in there that I got this background from the pet store because it was on clearance, and it's really pretty. Which kind of, I guess, makes it my mind that I'm probably going to get a fish for this 10-gallon tank, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that was basically my little mini haul of the expo stuff and the pet store stuff. Sorry I don't have an animal out in this video today. I also lied about not having an animal. Here's Pippin. Little checkup on Pip. Pip's doing good. I just woke him up from his nap. Look at his little face. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you like it, leave a comment, some requests as to what you guys want to see next week, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly videos on different things that people request and then I pull up my sleeve. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Pippi! What, Pippi, are you sleepy?